How did you develop your distinct style of art?
Well, I developed a distinct style of art of it's pretty much my macabre darkness came from a lot of I guess from a lot of hatred from I guess it starts back from childhood all the way up till now. My music and the grindcore, the metal, just I like the darkness. I like the horror, the gore. I'm really into the macabre. Um, but I do like pretty things, I guess you could say. That sounds silly, but if a woman came in and wanted something nice, I definitely can do it. But I'm more into the macabre and the darkness of everything. And my my visions in my head and the things that I like to do is comes out of me when I can just feel the music that I play, feel the my soul, I guess, come out and work with what I feel. I want to work with what I feel, and how I feel comes out onto the skin and comes out in my art on how I feel in my soul.
Does working for someone else inhibit your ability to perform your artwork as freely as you would like?
Yes, it definitely does. Working for somebody does inhibit my talent. They restrict what you want to do. They bring in clients that want a little butterfly or a little piece of flash off the wall, and that kind of puts you down on stuff. You can't really exceed in what you want to do because you don't really get to do what you want to do. You don't really get to bring out your full potential of your style. It stops you from being able to create and critique your full amount of potential. Your style of art, or my your style of just your soul doesn't get into your art as well as you could when somebody else is telling you what to do.
Does what made you decide to take that leap and open your own shop?
Well, taking that leap and opening my own place was I wanted to show people that that I can do it, that I can bring people in and give them what they want, give them a better of what they want. When they come in and want a rose, instead of just getting a little sticker-looking rose, I want to make it a real rose, a rose with no line work, and a rose that's three-dimensional with nice highlights, nice a realistic rose, something that looks like a rose that somebody would give to you, but that's on your skin, completely, real, water dripping off of it, very pretty. It's hard. I guess it's kind of hard to explain, but something that's going to make them, look at it, and say, wow, wow, that's beautiful. And I can do that in my own place without somebody telling me, oh no, I don't want it like that. I don't want you to do it like that. And I can charge what I want. I don't have to, I don't have to break somebody's pocket. And the economy being like it is now, I'm not going to have to charge $400, $500 for that piece, and the person doesn't have that kind of money to spend. So I can say, well, what are you working with? Oh, well, I only have like $175. I'm like, okay, well, I'll do that for that. I'll help you out, even though I know it's a $300 piece, $400 piece. I'm like, all right, well, let's do it. I love doing the art. I love doing the piece, and I love making somebody happy. And then they're going to go out and show other people, and they're going to see it and say, wow, this guy can do it. So that's just going to get me more business anyway. And I love to do the artwork. I enjoy doing it. I'm in it for the art. I'm in it because I love to do the art. I love being an artist. So that's why that's why I do what I do, and that's why I open my own place.
Do you think tattooing will ever be fully accepted as an art form?
Yeah, I think tattooing would be accepted as full art form. It pretty much is now. It's people are way more accepted now and out in the world, mostly. You still get shunned a lot in the courthouse, in the police, and doctors and things like that, hospitals. They still shun you a lot and treat you pretty. No, they treat you bad. let's say that I still get treated pretty bad everywhere I go in those kind of places in the upper scale. Most of the time, they treat you bad until they talk to you and figure out, wow, this guy's educated. This guy's a college graduate. This guy's he's smart. And But at first, they don't give you that chance. But until they do, you know, they figure out that, you know, wow, this guy's not so bad. You know, he's a pretty good guy. So it takes some time. I still think we, you know, all of us in the industry, you know, the good guys in the industry, and you know who you are. We all can work. We're working together to get it out there. You know, there's a lot of people in the hospitals and all sorts of places that work that are covered in tattoos. They, you know, keep them hidden, and they're doing great. They're smart, intelligent people that get covered in tattoos, and we're just like regular people too, and we shouldn't be judged because we have tattoos. That's very wrong, and we need to start speaking up. We need to stand up and speak out and tell people, look, stop judging us because we have colors, you know, just because we're a different color, not black, not white, not green, not, you know, anything. We're colored because of tattoos. That's our colors. We don't need to be judged because of that. We need to be judged and talked to and treated respectfully because we're intelligent, very smart, and we're artists.
If you weren't a tattoo artist, what could you see yourself doing for a living?
If I wasn't a tattoo artist, like I said, I think I'd like to be a novelist, a writer, a screenplay writer for films, you know, a cinematographer. Hopefully, maybe get into the film industry to be a director, you know, writer, director. That's my dream is to get into the film industry and make a movie. I'd love to make a movie. Nothing like $1 million movie. I'm talking, you know, horror movies, thrillers. You know, more like independent films is what would love to do. So, I'd like to write it. I'm working on writing a novel. That's my goal after tattooing. I'm never going to stop tattooing. But my goal after that, when I get too old to do this job anymore, I'm looking to start writing and trying to get into the film industry.
Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Well, I see myself in 5 to 10 years, and like I said before, I see myself, you know, playing with my children. You know, I love my children. I'm a single father of 2, so I'm taking care of them, raising my children right, and just like I said, trying to get in the film industry, you know, hopefully get this novel done, and be a writer, and just I'm not sure, just keep working, keep busting butt, and trying to get things going, and never stop working.
Where do you see the tattoo industry in 5 to 10 years?
Oh, that's a good question. Where I see the tattoo industry in 5 to 10 years, I think it's blowing up good. They got those TV shows going on. You know, it's getting bigger and bigger. The artists in the world are getting better. You know, lots better, and so people are starting to know, and the world is starting to know that we're not just bad people. We're not, you know, we're good people. We're intelligent people working hard and doing good. And this is an art. This is not a, you know, some crazy biker thing. We're all, you know, we're artists and we're good people. So I think it's going to become better and better and better over the years.
Well, finally, do you have any advice for any aspiring artists wanting to break into the business?
Well, any inspired artist trying to break into the business, it's a hard thing. You know, you got to make sure definitely, if this is it, you know, talk to somebody. Find somebody that's willing to talk to you and give you some advice. This is a hard life, very hard life. It's very hard to get into. You know, if you want to get into this industry, it's about tattoo. The tattoo world is we're pretty much into it. You know, I would say I'm into it. My point of view is about freedom. You know, we want to do what we want to do. I mean, we can do whatever we want, but to a point of appropriateness. Get that word out right. It's a lifestyle of, like I said, freedom. We're artists. We want to do what we want to do. More like, you know, almost a punk rock style of life, I guess you could say. That's, you know, some people would disagree or agree, whatever they want to say. But I like this job because I can do what I want. I can sleep in if I want. I can come in when I want. I can do what I want. I don't answer to anyone. But you know, the thing is that it's a hard lifestyle. You know, you really got to work hard, really, really hard. You got to get out to shows. You got to get out. You got to travel. You got to, you know, promote, but constantly have to do it, and it's very hard. And some people don't like that kind of stress, and you know, it's difficult. You know, you really, really got to know if that's what you want to do. You know, you can do it. But some people don't realize how hard you have to work. It's a continuous work all the time. And I try to explain to people before they want to do it, if this is something you want to do, this is going to be really hard, and this is how you got to do it. And I explained it to somebody. I did it one time before, explained it to her for 2 days, and then never saw her again. So it's a hard lifestyle to get into. So, but if you want to do it, you got to work hard.
Thank you very much for your time. Where can we find you?
You can find me in downtown Griffin, 118 West Solomon Street, in Georgia. I'm right downtown, down the street from Slices Pizza, next door to Hollywood Hills.